Welcome back, everyone. Good to see you, Paul Tranny, with the one and only Stan Rapp
Hello, everyone.
in the house. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Oh, you're going with the accent again, huh?
Yeah, that's why the same
Okay.
presentation today.
Going with his accent. He didn't have this before the camera started rolling. But he's committed. No, you're a man. You're the man. We want to welcome everybody. Stan's with us for the next couple hours. We have portfolio reviews. We have giveaways in about 30 minutes. And we have you. We have you, Keita and Tim. Of course, Voodoo Val, Lindsay, and Eva. Want to welcome everyone in chat. And Nick, keep the questions coming. It's going to be UX, UI design. I'm super happy to have you here. And maybe, we could do a quick click through of you, Stan the man,
Thank you. So
and your dramatic photo.
yeah, damn, it looks so good.
You do. You're like, oh, who's that handsome man? Oh, wait, that's me. Right?
Hello, everyone. My name is Stan Rapp, and yeah, as Paul mentioned, I have this weird Eastern European accent. I referred to this image yesterday, but yeah, if you will watch this movie, you will basically hear pretty much the same. Today I'm not going to speak about Chernobyl. We've already been there. And yeah, I work as a director of design here in San Francisco, working at Canvas. Yeah, I mentioned this before, but please check our website. We have lots of different job openings, and also
Huge.
huge.
This is important, though. By the way, that's why we do these, like the daily creative challenges. Thank you to Andrea who wrapped that up. But like, we're building skills and portfolios and eventually jobs. I guess we want them.
Yeah. So please check our website and be sure to apply.
And when you apply, you have to use an accent.
Yeah.
If they interview you.
Yeah, drop some Ukrainian jokes. But
Oh.
you need to Google, but yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
And yeah, our topic is designed for any screen, and this is like small plan and recap from yesterday. So we are going to design specific e-commerce solution, and I will tell you about it in a second. Actually, yesterday we were able to do some high fidelity, and also I spent some time at home fixing my issues, but I will explain everything in a second. Yeah.
Personal issues or
No, with my design.
Okay.
It's not so good. Yesterday during like challenge review, I saw such good jobs. I mean, great designs.
Oh, interesting.
And I thought, okay, I need to do a better preparation. So I spent some extra time yesterday and today in the morning. We should be good. And hopefully we will have some time to do prototyping in the end.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Just to answer some questions, yes, you could use any accent for the interview, just so you know. And in general, everybody has an accent of sorts. Richard's looking for a job, which is perfect. But how much UI experience should someone have to, like, apply? That's a tough question.
It fully depends. I guess a lot of people heard about this 10,000 hours rule. Basically, when you will invest 10,000 hours into something,
That makes me an expert at sleep.
Yeah, exactly. But in the same time, I don't like this rule, because if you will do the same work for 10,000 hours, there is no chance that you will learn a lot of things. Well, at least
You're
sleeping.
exactly right, because you don't have 10,000 hours worth of experience. You have 2,000 hours worth of experience repeated 5 times.
Yeah, that's why I think that if you have at least 1 year of experience and you know basics of design, copywriting, and yeah, you know what product thinking is, feel free to apply.
That's really good, like the fundamentals.
Yeah, and it's like really weird if you're mentioning that, hey, you need at least 1 year of experience. People don't apply because they think, oh, I have like 9 months. And still you should apply. Even if the company mentions that 1+ year, if you fit that job description for 70%, do that.
Yes. Agreed. I've even heard people say at Adobe, by the way, they don't want to hire somebody that fits the job description to a T because they could be bored in a year. They want to give you a job that you're going to like grow into.
Exactly.
So don't be afraid and know your weaknesses. I think you did a good job because you were like, I don't know fonts. This is something you mentioned yesterday.
Yeah.
You're like, fonts aren't necessarily my strong suit. Guess what? Everything can't be your strong suit, and that's okay, right?
I guess this is the main idea behind the team. Team is like group of people who will complement your skills, and you should always search for that group. Remote? No, unfortunately not remote. I know that a lot of companies are shifting towards remote collaboration, but not us, at least not at this moment.
Yeah, and plus I think it's just better to be on site, especially if you're just starting out any job.
Yeah, nothing at this moment can't beat face-to-face collaboration. Still, it's like the best thing. And yeah, there are lots of tools when it comes to collaboration, communication, but still, face-to-face is just the best. And yeah, that's why basically.
Yeah. And that's why we live stream. You know, that's why we're showing our pretty faces, huh? You saw his profile pic.
Do you have something like that?
Do I?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I need to. I'm so envious. You're just like somebody said, blue steel. It's like blue steel from Zoolander.
Okay, let's go. So let me tell you a little bit more about the project we are working on. So this is, again, real life project. I worked on it in the past, and that's why there are some limitations. And today we will continue designing home furniture e-commerce store. Problem. So what's the problem with existing solutions? If you will go to that average e-commerce website, you will see pretty much the same. Sofas, and that's it. But how to pick the right one? You want to see how this specific sofa will fit into a bigger room. And that's why I want to focus on creating e-commerce solution that will showcase pieces of interior, I mean sofas, armchairs, and all of the different furniture as a part of whole room. And yeah, that's why we will focus on designing e-commerce solution with different room images. Let me showcase. And yeah, limitations. So yesterday I created only this 320 resolution, and today we need to scale it to 569. Let's use 570, just like to simplify calculations, but yeah, that's our goal for today. And let's review everything I designed yesterday. So our header, room ideas and inspiration, our header image where you can basically click between different ready interiors. Then you can explore different interiors based by room type. For example, I want to see all of the images for bedroom. Specifically for style, I want to see only mid-century modern furniture. And yeah, we realized yesterday that there are so many styles. I have list here. People don't know what's the difference between those styles, so we decided to create some sort of section that will help you to understand what style you prefer. Also, we created this color card yesterday, and lately shop by item. So as you can see, I left few of blank states here because I realized that yesterday I did some things not in the best way, and I actually want to showcase you all of the functionality of Adobe XD so you can actually, streamline your process and save some time. Okay, should we go?
Yeah, let's do it. And I'm always interested in hearing what people's style is, because you proposed that question. I think that was a good call. I think even chat and everybody kind of helps us with kind of making some of these decisions.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been good. So what's your style?
What happened yesterday? I basically dropped an image here and used a mask, but Adobe XD gives us much better functionality. So we need a living room. Let's search for some, I like this one. I don't know why sometimes I'm still using mask instead of just drag and drop image on top of the...
Exactly.
I have no idea why, but like this is so good, so good.
So did everybody see that? So again, you have any sort of shape in XD,
Yeah.
you just drop the photo on it, and it will center it. So the reason you do want to create a mask is if you want to adjust it.
Yeah, but most of the time you just need to drop it because most of the photos, they're like high quality. It's already like centered. Let's do that one more time. We need a kitchen.
Beautiful kitchens. Hello, Emmanuel Paul from Kenya. Good to have you here.
And one more time. Boom. That's it. Actually, there is another way how you can do that. And let's do...
So Wolf, just so you know, if anybody's joining us for maybe the first time about XD, XD allows you to design and prototype. You're not actually like building a website, for instance. It's not doing the code. Sort of creating the prototypes, getting the mock-ups all squared away, and then the development happens later.
And this is my favorite, when I drop two images at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Did everybody see that too? Isn't that awesome?
So, I can repeat that.
Repeat grid.
Yeah, you should...
Repeat grid.
Let's do that one more time from the very beginning. So, repeat grid. I'm adjusting to 12 pixel spacing. And then I select two images. So firstly, you need to select the image that will go here. For me, it's mid-century, and the second is coastal. And then, boom. Perfect. So I'll ungroup it. And now I need Bohemian. And yesterday I also not used components at all, and today let's improve that. So I'm going to repeat grid. I'll adjust some spacing as well. Let's do a few of those, like that. Now we will ungroup it because I want to edit each of these elements, and let's say this will be armchair, and this will be I don't know, that's too bad.
Richard likes the repeat grid, and I agree. I think it's awesome.
Spend some time, so yesterday I mentioned this a lot, spend some time firstly learning different hotkeys. They will save a lot of time for you, like a lot of time. Don't underestimate that.
And yeah, and you do a good job of it, by the way. I've seen your hands dance on the keyboard. So it's cool.
You just need to learn that, and that's it. You will be thankful to future yourself, or actually to past yourself so much. And second thing, I mentioned that as well yesterday. If you are starting from scratch, I mean every new design project, I believe that you are doing something wrong. You should think about creating your own, some sort of a kit, wireframe kit with all of the elements that you will use. Let's again be honest, all the time there will be different buttons, different inputs, different even typography, but the same size can be shared between different projects. So yeah, just prepare in advance and save all of your projects and think about creating your own UI kit to streamline your designs. And even if you are doing something like from scratch, still invest some time into creating components. So I will show you. For example, this is a component. I already replaced sofa with armchair, and now it's time for me to replace the icon. And for armchair, we have specific icon here.
Cool. Drag, drop, swap it out.
Yeah, for this one, probably I just need to move it outside, but because, yeah. And bed.
Hey, hi Liz. What's up? People coming in from all over. It's a fun week here at Adobe. It's good seeing you, Liz. Hi, see ya. Bye. Yay. We have creative jams. Liz just dropped by, so that's in terms of you know, sort of meeting people face to face. We do these live streams, get to know you, things like that. We have creative jams that happen in cities around the world. So check those out. It's a chance to take your XD skills and use them in a competition, which is really fun.
Be sure to participate.
Be sure to participate. Do you know of them? I don't know if you've heard of them. So basically we give you a theme. It might be like, think outside the box, or bucket list, or, you know, something.
Let me actually show it to you. Just a second, excuse us. Let's go back to Adobe.
Are you going to show us something?
Yeah, I can show you something.
And by the way, we're going to do a chat and win giveaway and today's portfolio reviews. So participate in a creative jam, win the creative jam, put that on your Behance profile as a project, and then we'll review it and give you kudos probably.
Yeah, just a second.
And then you end up at a job at Canvas with Stan Rapp, the one and only, and with your accent that you chose in the interview. Oh, look at that! What?
How can I...
Okay, Stan, you're the man.
Can you take a screen for 1 second?
Airdrop it to me, if you want to. Can you do that?
Yeah. This one? I guess.
No, there. Yep, you got it. So yeah, good to have you here. You are more talented. I mean, I knew you were talented.
Oh, thank you.
And good at what you do. But as you can see right here, hey, who's this? Here's a winner, Stan Rapp, with your...
My wife.
With your wife.
Yeah, we decided to join forces and participate in Creative Jam in Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City.
Yeah, so it says winner, but...
Was that Liz's?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, Liz was just here.
Hosted.
Hi, Liz. She's in the other room. She's probably listening to us in the other room. Fantastic.
Yeah,
we can hear her.
you can hear claps.
That's awesome. Oh, very cool, man.
So, again, this is a great opportunity for you to showcase your skills, to test your skills, and to challenge yourself. So if you will see that there is a creative jam in your city,
there we go. We got it. We figured out the connection.
or not far from the city where creative jam will happen, go there, participate, contact Liz, or I don't know.
Megan. And Megan's another community manager as well.
And yeah, do that.
Do that. We literally had one here on Tuesday night where I saw Liz. We had one here in San Francisco on Tuesday night.
Oh, cool.
So we could switch back to your screen. Switch to Stan's screen. Awesome.
So, and also I created this component for this card, and let me modify it a little bit. So I'll drop this here, and I want to make this for a different color. Let's do for blue.
Hello, Munir. Good to have you, buddy.
So because
good to see you.
Check, I'm using nesting components. I basically swap lots of elements, just like one click.
Does that happen to be like a ping file or something, or did you draw the shapes?
It's just shapes.
Oh, okay, cool. I think anytime you're duplicating an image, I typically use a repeat grid. Because like when I saw those dots, I was like, oh, I would do a repeat grid. And then you can break it apart. You could ungroup grid.
Yeah.
And then change the colors.
So this is how I created them initially. I created one circle, repeat grid. Then I created a component from all of these 5 dots.
So good. Stretch this out. Take that component. Well, I don't mean to mess with what you're doing.
And what do you want?
Like, what if you wanted more space here? I grab it. As I stretch it, look at it, does not distort the circles. It keeps that equal spacing. It should be blowing your mind. These are components, and this is how life gets simpler for you. Don't you agree? Right?
I'm upset because when I did a lot of design, there were no such great tools.
Oh, we're so sorry. So the problem is we didn't have this sooner. That was the problem.
Yes.
I'm so glad people are here to learn about these things as well, by the way. Even that you're showing this stuff, because some people might not know otherwise, so thank you.
So, last bottom line for what we did so far, all the time invest into components, all the time. Well, until it's like very small project and you don't plan to scale it or build something on top of it. But yeah, all in rest of the cases, always invest into components. And now we actually go to the main part of this topic. We are going to use a resize option, and basically we will use responsive resize. So just to remind everyone, we need to create 569, but again, let's agree to use 570, just like to simplify all of the calculations. And let me showcase what will happen if I will just resize this in a regular way. If I will resize it, nothing happens basically. And well, basically you need to spend a lot of time trying to resize each of those elements independently. But because of Adobe XD, we can enable, so you need to select your artboard, enable this beautiful toggle, and magic will start to happen. Check this out. So without it, one more time, nothing happens.
Nothing. Boring.
And you're like, oh damn, I need to spend 2 hours of my time adjusting everything. Now, magic button, and let's go here. Oh no, I need to see.
Just so we're like aware of all the elements at the top. What is happening?
My navigation.
Ooh! That text was wrapped, now it's all on one line. And does its best guess for the images.
Yeah, so we have 570. This is our destination. Let's check what's going on here. So, perfectly, exactly how I planned. Room ideas. Now 1 line instead of 2. I need to adjust that. Buttons, I guess we need to help. So we can always switch into manual mode and specify, the placement.
You see what's, hopefully everybody sees what's happening here. So you tried it with just like auto resize, basically a responsive resize.
Let's do that one more time.
And it did a really good job of guessing, and now you're kind of specifying.
Yes.
Stick to the lower left, or lower right, sorry.
Let's do one more time. The problem here, the space in between these 2 buttons, now it's huge, but I want it to be the same. And again, it makes a good guess, but not exactly what I'm looking for. That's why I need to switch from auto to manual and actually fix right. Let's check what will happen one more time. So my intent to have the same spacing, and let's do that. Ooh, you see exactly what we are looking for. What else? Let's check other components to see what's going on. So this one looks great. We just need to move lines to keep the same spacing. Yeah, cards are basically complex, but at the same time, check this out. Every card has like 3 images, nested components, labels. So probably we need to adjust that manually. But again, the idea of auto resize is basically to save 80% of your time, and I believe it's doing it great. And we will adjust these guys, and maybe even Paul will teach me something, how to do those things.
Yeah.
So.
Gladly.
Okay, let's do.
Hugo likes it. Lena says, amazing. Is it some kind of AI function? Yeah, we could call it that, but I mean, it's honestly just a smart app. I don't know if I'd really call it AI.
So, we will maintain the same spacing, 32. And
it is definitely like aware of what's on the artboard when you scale it. So the fact that the artboard's aware of itself kind of makes it sentient.
And we need to maintain the same ratio. So a little bit background about specific size of all of these images. This one, these small ones. I try to maintain some specific ratio to ensure that I can easily scale this image. And I guess for this one, 300 by 192, let me check. I have some hint for myself. So this is 5:3 ratio, and let's do the same here. So if our 570 is our main, let's divide it by 5 and multiply it by 3. It will be a big one, but yeah, this is how it is. Let me enlarge this thing. Oops. Yeah, if you will hold shift, it will just increase the size of this artboard without like resizing all of the elements. Sometimes you need that as well, if you need just some free space.
Thank you, Voodoo Val, mentioning there's little millions of nanobots that are running around under each element, dragging them around.
So
little elves picking up the elements, moving them around.
Let's check the space in here. We have 8, 24. Let's move those as well.
If you are just joining us, we're working in Adobe XD. Good old Stan Rapp in the house. Working on this design, trying to help us pick a sofa, which
Come on, it's actually
love it.
It's a very important thing. You will spend a lot of time there.
I know. Well, and I love it. I mean, that's just shopping. I'm like a shopper. I'm into. I will shop and I will. Yeah, very into it. And that's your place at the top there with the guitar. You said that you play, or you played, or no?
I
didn't you say
played.
you did?
No, I played. So I attended musical school for 5 years, but
Wow.
I'm not playing anymore. And it was probably like 15 years ago.
Still, that's still cool, man. You're better than I am. That is awesome. We'll dive into chat and win here shortly. So Kita, by the way, you are the perfect person for this, for what we're working on, because she's in the market for a new sofa.
Oh.
So tell us if, like, as we dive into this, like, if this all is making sense to you and everything. So
what I'm doing, I'm, killing half pixels to ensure that everything will be fine. And I'm using the same spacing. Maybe I'm not doing this in the most elegant way, but still it saves a lot of time for me. You see? And just because I did some homework, I have the sizes we need. 328. So I'm locking this, and I know that it should be 382.
I feel like you're very detail oriented.
Because I know one secret. If you will leave this for engineers to figure out, they will find the most terrible solution from design standpoint. That's why I guess this is kind of design responsibility to ensure that everything is like pixel perfect and like, hey, dear engineer, this is it. Take it.
Yeah. If there's any room for open for interpretation, they're gonna interpret it entirely wrong.
Yes, yes, and you just need to save your time and emotional state.
I'm into it. Keita Jones, we're making I'm making note of your requests. Keita Jones looking for a three-seater. I don't know if you're talking about a car or what. I've never heard of a sofa called a three-seater, but yeah, a three-seater.
So
not too wide, memory foam cushions, neutral gray colors, grays, white, black. No white or black. She doesn't want the pillows to lose their shape. Good point. You're killing us. These are all, that's very good.
It's like very detailed.
That's good feedback, because that's true. I will say I bought a sofa. That's the one complaint. I would go through the reviews, and which is also another. I think actually you have that in here. I don't know if you have reviews. Either way, into it, Kita. I will crash on that sofa anytime. Memory foam, Into it.
Also, I really like about your, guidelines inside of Adobe XD that it also displays spacing from left, for example, for 133 pixels, and also
at the
spacing,
top.
to right. This is like very important because what I did before, you basically grab the size of the artboard, then you, calculating like the spacing from this side, where do you need like exact pixel, where you need to drop this guideline, but because it displays spacing,
Displays at the top.
yeah.
Very into it. Very cool. I'm also very into this chat and win, which is happening right now. What are we giving away? Sofa? I wish. Sorry. But we are going to dive into chat and win right now. We need ya. Welcome back, everybody. Good to have you. Thank you so much. Parker Slade's doing it right. Typing something in the chat pod, we will draw a name at random, and you will get 100 Sticker Mule stickers.
Can I participate?
Yeah, if you hop online right now, really fast.
No,
Maybe.
I don't want to steal this opportunity.
We have, what you don't know is we already have some gifts for you, my friend.
Mm.
So this is for chat, just for you hanging out with us to show that we appreciate you. We're going to give you 100 Sticker Mule stickers, and that lucky winner, John Tabbert. Congratulations. You are the lucky winner and owner of 100 stickers. You don't know what those stickers are yet, do you? We didn't tell you that part, because you get to design them thanks to Sticker Mule, which is awesome. So, and by the way, you can get 10 for $1 using this URL above us, which is super cool. So, again, just to say thank you. John Tabbert, I see you there. Woohoo! That's the right response. Into it. And by the way, we give these stickers away like a lot. I would love to actually see some of these stickers like made.
I'd
like to see it.
It's a lot. Like, it's a lot.
Does it seem like too many? You seem a little concerned. It's
I think
many.
that with 100 stickers, I can cover, I don't know, everything.
Yeah. Not only your stuff, but other people's stuff.
Exactly.
I would want to print up a bunch and have a bunch of nice sayings like, your hair looks really good today. And I would slap it on their back. I don't know.
You're awesome. You're awesome. You're amazing.
Yeah, you're, I don't know, just like.
Yes, still people will be happy.
Yeah, I don't want to stick it on their back, but I don't know. I'll work on my. Sell some of those bad boys, Keita. I like it. Gotta finance that sofa somehow, right? Oh, Noor as well. You could be stuck in still thinking about which stickers to print. So true. Oh yeah, Voodoo Val mentioned the same thing. It's a great way to have something new in your online shop if you make 100 stickers of something. So yours should be Creative Jam winner. What's up? That's what your sticker should say. Creative Jam winner. What do you do? Just joking.
I need to be more. To be more confident. More creative jams.
You just want them all, huh?
Why not? Like,
I think there are like 1 or 2 people that have won multiple creative jams.
Well, you need to travel, or you need to wait for them.
Wait for them to come back.
Yeah.
I want to say Victoria Seamer. I know she's won one. She might have won 2. I can't think of the names exactly, but I think that's like another level. So yeah.
So I'm just like finalizing all of the spaces for these.
I think it's looking pretty good so far. See what I did there?
Minus 86 and plus 32. Yeah, I'm using different calculations inside of input fields all the time.
So far, so good. How do you win a Creative Jam? Just type something in chat and we'll pick a name at random And that's how you win a creative jam. Just
No,
joking.
no.
Just joking.
You should prepare in advance.
Yeah, just AdobeCreativeJams.com. We'll tell you all about it. So yeah.
Okay. Now comes the complex part. And Paul, I need your help with that one.
I will help you.
Can we resize this card in a fancy way? So what we need to do with this one?
What do you? Yeah, I'm putting together some examples.
Yeah.
To hopefully answer your question.
Let me try. So I prepared in advance some time ago. That's why I know the sizes, how it should look like.
I like that layout. That's a good little layout.
Again, I really like nested components.
Boop.
Boop. And you saved lots of time.
Yeah. There's so much like interoperability you can do with components and just assets in general on your stage, if you will. There's like so many things you could do. You just did a drag and drop that did a replace.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot you can do. All right. Hello, Faizan. Welcome. Let us know if you have any questions other than how can I have all this cool furniture? How can I live in that house? That's my big question because that's awesome looking.
So, because I don't have these images on my computer, I'm using mask at this moment. And again, I learned this yesterday. Shift Command M.
Shift Command M. You saved seconds off of a sort of a mouse move.
Yeah, because you need to go Object, and use mask with shape, but it will be really awesome if you can showcase us how to resize images using responsive. Or actually shapes will work as well.
Yeah, okay, how to resize them and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay. I can do that.
So what spacing do we have here? Is 16.
Okay. If you this is a file that's maybe under kind of useless information but still important, because what you just did there is you probably imagine you just shaved off 1 second for every hour working in XD. So you did one of those shortcuts like every hour. You'd end up with 8 seconds over the course of 52 weeks. You know, again, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 52 weeks a year, divided by 60. You end up with like 30 minutes at least. Just shaving off 1 second, you have an extra 30 minutes. It only goes up from there. I feel like that number should be higher, but it's pretty good.
Well, but let's imagine that you're a power user and you're using hotkeys all the time. It will be even more time.
What if you did 1 per minute? I'm not even gonna go there. I think I actually did this math and it came out to like 8 days or something like that. I've done this before because I show this in presentations because I think it's a very powerful fact in terms of shortcuts. Hola, Jason Rose. Good to have you here. How are you doing? Let us know. And yeah, I'm going to show some responsive design and resizing.
Grab it.
Okay, sweet. We could hook up the iPad maybe? Maybe not. I don't know if you need to take a break. Is it working? Oh yeah. In case you need to take a break or something. Sweet. I have control now. Good to see you, everyone. Again, just right in here. The first thing I would do is like, these are just shapes. I haven't dropped in images into them yet.
But the same as image.
Okay, yeah, true. But I'd want to see if it distorts the images, which it won't, but we could fix that later. Anyway, so come over here, components. Again, these were called, I think we called them symbols before, and it's in our assets panel. So typically like right down here, just so everybody knows. Sometimes you might have this layer right here. Just click on that. This is your assets, adding it, boom, there it is. We know it's a component because obviously it turns green, so it changed the shape. We can drag out as many of these as we want. I should have put some text in there. It's amazing, right? So maybe we can get to that in a second. Obviously I resized that. That's gonna stay in all four corners, like kind of like what you were dealing with, right? And then it's kind of up to you if you want to change those various properties as well. What else was I gonna do in here? Okay, so right in here, this is exactly what you were doing. I'm kind of just recapping what you were doing, though, by the way. But just to kind of give everybody a refresher, since everybody's like so impressed with it, this is, it's set to responsive resize. That's automatically turned on. So what happened if we look under the hood and select an item? It says, hey, you know, we were fixed up here, fixed width, fixed height. Let's actually turn that off. So I'm gonna resize this back, by the way. Boop. Like that. And so we know what's gonna happen. It's gonna stick to the corner. I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna turn off this fixed width. I actually don't know what's gonna happen right here, but I have an assumption and I wanna see if my assumption's right. What do you think's gonna happen if I turn this fixed width and height off and I make this larger?
Depends which corner you will take. If you will grab from here,
okay,
and yeah, we'll grab to the like right and bottom. I guess every shape will be bigger.
We'll stretch.
Well, yeah.
Sweet.
If you will,
that's yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If you will go to the right, I guess, yeah, it will grow horizontally.
Yeah. It doesn't, I guess another thing maybe you want is maybe you want to keep a fixed spacing.
Can you do that?
Let's take a look. So right in here, we're gonna click right here as well. In fact, we could do that for all of them. And it's gonna do exactly what you think it's going to do. So anyways, just, if I lock all that down, it's gonna be more like stretching it out. But I'm gonna do this, this, boom. Boom, grab this, zoop. So, yeah, let's double check this object. Yeah, so that's what's happening. It's that fixed size on every size. So that's what happens. I can't really put a buffer in here, but again, this might get me again 90% there. You get the idea.
I guess future request.
Yeah. Exactly. By the way, since we have a number of components here, we could do, again, a number of things. Even, I don't know if you've done this, because you have this case where you have text in here, and just so you know, when you have a living room, or any text in here, there we go. It'd help if it wasn't white. Here's my text, and this can be different. So notice how it's the same here and here. I can come over here and I can say, you know what, this is bedroom, right? And they can be different. And you could always take this and say, hey, you know what? Go ahead and edit master components, right? Which is this one. But actually what I want to do is I want to select this. Actually, hold on, let's do this one more time. Click, right click. Okay, reset to master component, and I can change that back.
Right.
There actually is a feature to push that to all of the assets as well. But what you typically do there is you probably want to jump in and edit the master component.
Yeah.
So anyways, just showing you different options. Let's switch back to you, my friend.
Okay, let's go. So this part is basically what we're looking for. I adjusted some spacing to be sure that we have the same spaces everywhere, and I created this blue card, and we have only last section to finish. So we have 32 pixels. This is our default size between sections, and now we need to enlarge these things. I'm curious to see what will happen. Perfect.
Zoop.
So I have a size here. This square should be 255 by 255. Let me actually try and do it this way without dragging. Boom.
There's like a subtle. What color is that? Is that gray?
Yeah, it's let's check this. Because this is component. Double click F5, F5, F5. And what's here? 255, 255. So yeah, lock in proportion. And here we go. So this is...
It looks like that gray is like pretty subtle, so it might depend.
No, I guess...
Actually, it probably depends on your screen. It's actually
Yeah.
pretty good on the live stream, by the way.
No, so I still think it's like, I mentioned this yesterday during providing feedback. If you think that your gray is not like that visible enough, invest some effort into accessibility. You need to think about your users. So I need to adjust it in a second. Let me firstly fix the spacing. 582 minus 582. And plus 32 pixels from the bottom. No. I did it in the wrong way. I mentioned this before. This is the right way. Yeah, perfect. So let's do something with this gray. We want to make it more visible, I guess.
You could, and actually what you could do is you could make that an asset color. Have you done this?
Yeah, so I have
okay, cool.
I have one.
I mean, and you don't have to, but you can.
Yeah, let's do that.
Thank you, Lena. Exactly, Lena Studley. Correct. I should not have made some of those boxes at some point. I shouldn't have made them fixed at all. Right? And then it would have been fine. Essentially, for my example, I just wanted everything to stretch.
Yep.
In which case, don't do the responsive resize. Good stuff.
And ta-da! That's it. And I will give you... So, yeah. And let's rename this to showcase that this is 570. So we have exactly what our engineering team asked us for. They asked us to create two resolutions for 320 and 569, but we use 570. I still remember when at my previous company we spent a lot of time actually manually dragging, dropping all of the things, resizing, but what happened here? Our navigation works just fine. All of the text went from 2 lines into 1 line, and basically with 1 click you just enable it. Like,
yeah, from point text to area text.
Yeah. So, and yeah, I just manually adjusted spacing, but it's just a minor thing because I maintain 32 pixels and it's really quickly to do that. I increased the proportion size of these images, and yeah, I use specific ratios for each of like different images here. And perfectly resize these shapes here. So now I want to create some prototype to showcase how easy and fast you can do a lot of things.
Ooh.
I will
into
use,
it. Okay.
Yeah, this small screen.
Okay, good.
And I want to showcase how this horizontal carousel will work.
Oh, cool.
Actually, let me delete this and group some of the elements. Bum, bum, bum. Well. No hotkey for rename. I thought, okay, I can save some time by renaming it and hitting hotkey, but there is no hotkey.
Noted. Talon Wadsworth. So basically, there's an XD show on Fridays with Talon Wadsworth, and he's a designer on XD. So that's usually where I submit all my requests.
Oh, that's cool.
Is to Talon, but like that's a good. You know, honestly, you really want to use user voice. You can upvote it there. It'll be good. Yes, Brienne, it is a little quiet. It's a little quiet in chat. I want to hear how people are doing. I want to know what style sofa they want. I know Keita Jones is looking for a 3-seater.
Actually,
a great
so
3-seater with like memory foam or something.
The difference there is love seat. Love seat, this means for 2 people. 3-seater, this is actually sofa.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the difference between love seat and sofa.
Yeah, and it might be called something different in other countries.
I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in Ukraine, it's just one word for everything. We call this divan, which basically means sofa, and it just works for everything.
Oh, like whether even if it's just like a chair, like a plush chair? Like, what about chairs? Probably not chairs.
No, chair is a different, so it's kreslo, but...
Got it.
I mean, there are so many.
Sofa.
Yeah, there are so many types of sofa. When you start like to invest in effort into trying to understand like which exact type I need, oh wow, takes so much time. So I want to create another.
I think the best idea we had yesterday was the responsive sofa.
Wow,
this is sofa that you can grab the ends and pull them out or shrink it up.
Have you ever seen on the internet there is different furniture created from paper, and basically you can increase its size?
I've seen that video. That's
like,
fascinating.
And also it's like you can sit on it and it's actually really reliable. So
all right, lot going on today. We'll get a lot happening. We're doing portfolio reviews, just so you know. That's happening in 36 minutes. And yeah, you can always watch the replays as well. We have that tab. I'm jumping back, just kind of reveal what we have kind of coming up in the future. So we still have actually I think the last day of the XD and Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge is tomorrow, just as an FYI. And next week we're off. No Adobe next week.
oh,
So, which is nice. So basically it's a company-wide holiday. We're like, so this is what happens, just FYI. Sometimes like companies say you have unlimited vacation and nobody takes it. But we know this at Adobe. So this is actually a company mandated holiday. Like everybody has to take next week off. Because I think that's cool how they just kind of respect their employees and say, you know what, take a break. We're all going to come back fresh and it's going to be awesome. So
yeah.
anyways.
So in my company there is unlimited vacation, but still people are not like abusing it because, damn, I need to do my work. Yeah.
Oh, there is unlimited?
Yeah.
Okay.
But still, we have this problem. Some people are not using it at all because sometimes unlimited means almost no vacation at all. That's why.
And it's like research shows that people just don't take vacations.
Yeah.
You're not given a set number. Is XD becoming an industry standard at many companies now?
Yes.
I want to say yes. I don't know the exact numbers or anything like that. I don't know if we have exact numbers, but yeah, definitely is a standard at places. Talon's a good person to ask about that.
What I'm doing right now, I'm renaming everything in a best way to ensure that auto animate feature inside of Adobe XD will work just fine. I don't want like to confuse it by the same layer names. Yeah, that's why I'm just using different names for everything. So this is header 1, and I want this to rename into header 2. Oops. No.
Again, get your portfolios in. The Daily Creatives Challenges start up on July 8th. Basically, we're back July 8th. So that was, even though I went off on a tangent, I was getting to the point of, we'll be back on the 8th. I like what you're doing here. I know exactly what you're doing. I'm into it. We will see the magic in a few. So this is good.
So,
Yeah, Kita, I agree. There should be a couch recycling or something. But yeah, that's what everybody does. They take a couch, you leave it out on the curb with a sign that says free.
Yeah,
Put it on Craigslist. I'd put it on Craigslist, say free, and then put it actually out on your, but again, putting it on your lawn is kind of tacky. Like,
I see that all the time, and it makes me sad.
yeah. Yep, I'd put it on Craigslist, and I would say $20. I would put a price tag on it, just so people respect it. I think people respect things they pay for.
Absolutely.
They don't like it as much if they didn't. If it's free, they're like, they might not even show up. So.
Let me quickly create a test animation to see what will happen.
And that would be good even for the app, like a couch recycling program.
Stop. Auto animate.
Brienne does redneck yard sales. Does that make? Do you know what redneck?
Yeah.
Redneck? Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Okay, something happens, right?
Okay. That's good. Into it.
Let's do this way. One more time. Quick check. Uh-huh. One of my favorite actually hotkeys is when you create a shape, and then if you will hold shift and will try to move it, it will lock the axis and it will basically move it perfectly horizontally or vertically. That's why sometimes you can move it and oh damn, I screwed it. I'm like, but if you will hold shift, it will allow you only to move it horizontally or only vertically.
All right.
Let's check what's going on here.
All right.
One more time. So yeah, I'm creating a carousel.
That looks so cool. Yep.
And then
There's more we can do with that too.
I want also to animate this section. So I want to drag this element and to see it.
Good. You gonna do drag? Yeah. Sweet.
So drag, and we should use ease in and out, and let's check. Because
yeah,
I need to create separate outboard.
I was wondering if actually that was gonna happen.
No, it's like too much to ask.
Because you are right.
Revert back to this, and I will just make another outboard.
So basically what's happening there is technically you have two different types of transitions, but depending on which one it's only going to use one when going from one screen to the next.
Well, it makes absolute sense. Now we need to go here. And let's check. And let's create an animation back. From here, I want to drag this back to this one. Let's check. Yeah. I really like this nice effect when I just like drag it for a little bit, and then if it's not enough, it will bounce back. But if it's enough,
it snaps into place.
Exactly.
Very cool. Yeah, super nice. Can you kind of review that transition really quick? Just like how you selected it.
So
in here, can you like pull up that menu?
Yeah.
Just so everybody can see it.
What I did here, I want to drag specifically this element in the middle to go like to the left, because I want to see it, and also I want to preview this image a little bit, and I'm using auto animate. Super easy. Just be sure that you have the same names for everything. I mean, yeah, you're consistent in your naming. And I'm using ease in and out to make like bounce effect.
Yeah, so hopefully everybody can see that in the upper right. Drag, auto animate. Auto animate does, I feel like, the magic, which is like the most fun.
And
so yeah.
Let me also do another animation for this thing. We'll move this guy to this side. Oops.
I'm gonna show some other examples too. Sweet. I have a file that have a lot going on. Well, since you're connecting that, can I switch over to my?
Yeah, sure.
I don't want to give away.
Take it. Absolutely.
Take it. So I loved how you did that, because this is actually just, I think we need to point out, if we switch back to yours, you have those images on each artboard, just in different positions. Yeah. That's why you have everything just at the edge. So technically it needs to be on that previous artboard. So that's like, a huge key. If you don't do that as well, so like right in here, again, we'll just do a drag. But even just these two images going from this to the next, same situation, drag, auto animate to that next screen. As I click play, as I drag, it just does this transition. So it's just going to fade one to the next. It works best in the sliding cases that you show. but this also works well. And let's keep in mind that like auto animating is amazing to begin with, just on its own. Let's zoom up and go over here. You know, here's another concept. And some of you might have seen this, but basically pointing to the next screen, we see this is on tap. So it's like we're flipping that switch. It's gonna auto animate. And we'll do a duration of 1 second so everybody can see this a little better. And then the same thing for going back, a duration of 1 second. Again, just so we can see it. I'll go click, which is like super nice. What's the key thing happening here is this sphere. So we just need to be mindful of the object name. I just need to make sure, and this is what you did a good job. You were like naming everything, which was like so good. You just have to make sure it's obviously the same object, but the same name as well. And the ellipse is, you know, one position. This is the other one I really like too, by the way, because you can get more complex, like with these crazy lines, right? All this stuff. So let's take a look at it. Coming in here, clicking. You know, the lines are different from one to the next, and obviously does some fun stuff. So again, kind of fun.
So great.
And it just makes it so fun to play with. So many things. And we haven't even gotten into voice and all that other crazy stuff, but.
And you can make it even better. You can enlarge active image on the left and yeah, add scaling effect when you switch between elements, but okay, I will just go with one size for now. And let me add this prototype. So we want to go here, drag, using out, and the same to go back to the home screen. Let me actually preview what's going on here. Works just fine. Works here. Yep, works as well. Let's try to pull this card. Whoop, not enough. Again, this is so nice.
I wonder if the easing has something to do with that as well.
To be honest, I'm even not sure what response for that. Maybe specifically drag and drop behavior, or exactly maybe it's easing. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna tell you in a second. Sorry, we're busy working, everybody. Bojana, thanks for joining us. We're busy working. But that's... I don't know why my... Alright, so... I don't think the easing... Let's have it do a wind up. The easings are kind of awesome, actually, but... The easing don't have any effect when it comes to dragging. Just so you know. I'll just switch over while you're busy doing that. It's back over here. So instead of having this be a tap, I changed it to drag, by the way, which is kind of fun. And then I was just playing with these. For all the other transitions, these can be pretty fun. Typically, you're just going to use ease in and out is your best option for most transitions. I tried wind up to see if it affected the drag. It actually doesn't, but it still works out pretty well as I click play.
drag it. That's the snapping you're talking about. Boop.
Yep.
We can drag it over. And then when I let go, it snaps into place in the second part. So.
So I think I'm done. So what do we have here? I've built this prototype. Let's test it. We have slider here. Works just fine. Then we have this wonderful bounce effect here.
And for that, you duplicated an artboard, huh?
Yes,
Got
yes. It. So for each of those animations, I created own artboard, but still I sent everything to the first main artboard, and from there I start each of my animations. I will show this in a second. Yeah, the same here. And for
oh, I love it. Yeah, see?
And
Sweet.
yeah, let me show you. So this is the main guy, and from here we have all of our animations, and each of these refers back to this one. And yeah, from here you start all of these animations. And actually, let's make it a little bit more interesting. Let's do this one.
I already think it's pretty interesting, man. Claude, what's up, Claude? Claude says it looks sick. Good to have you, man. If I look a little sleepy today, it's Claude's fault. But he complimented you yesterday too, by the way. So Claude Pichet, he does some. He's a designer here at Adobe, working on like Adobe Spark and everything. Does amazing work. He's been a live streamer here, and he was into your work. Coming from a fellow designer was a high compliment, I thought.
Oh, this is like the best thing.
Right?
Thank you so much.
Because like when people like really know their stuff and they compliment you, you're like, wow, really? You think I'm good at this?
Yeah, so this is something I referred before.
You made that a little larger.
Yeah, so for active element, I mean active on the left, I increased its size, but if you drag and drop,
I like it.
Increases the size of this thing. And
you could do a subtle shadow. You could do a number of things. I would love the subtle shadow, like.
Sky is the limit.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have to do it, but.
What else? I want to make something. By the way, prepare your portfolio. I mentioned this yesterday. I review lots of those every day, and yeah. I think I already have some sense of understanding what's good and what might be better.
Yeah, into it. Do you always plan on drinking that, but all you do is grab it?
Because
okay, by the time we're done drinking these, you should have your portfolio done.
I'm done, so you should be good.
All right, portfolio's ready. Actually, you have 16 minutes. So yeah, thank you, Claude. Again, awesome work, really good design thinking. Love your accent. Well, coming from somebody who also has another cool accent. It's like, oh, cool accent club. Okay, we get it. Claude's French Canadian. Yeah,
oh wow.
Well. Yeah, but you do have a cool accent. I take people with accents more serious.
Because
I don't know. I mean, like you're from somewhere else. You
traveled the
probably
world.
know more than me about the world and life and things and everything.
I guess on average the biggest difference is about the amount of languages, so I'm not doing good. I basically know Ukrainian, Russian, and a little bit of English, but I know so many people that know like 5-6 different languages, and it's like,
oh, really?
It's amazing. You can travel everywhere.
Yeah, I'm always impressed with people that have an aptitude for languages, And I think a lot of that's like also being able to hear and, just hearing the different intonations and how you speak and all this stuff. So yeah, some people just have a knack for it.
I want to do something else. Can I use some shadow? Let's try.
It's so quiet in chat right now. I don't know, is everybody napping on their sofa? We show these pictures of sofas and I realize like, oh, that looks pretty comfortable. I'm gonna go try out mine. So welcome, Jan Nicholas. I assume that's probably how I say that. Helen Brent.
What will happen? Let's check.
Yeah, that's a great request. So Jan Nicholas is talking about, animating components, like having a little container, because that's kind of what you want for this. You want to have a little container of animation. That is a feature request. So if we go to, in some cases we have some things going on like that, but there we are. I'm just gonna see where everything's at in terms of like features and stuff and what people are like upvoting basically. We have 2,000 feature requests in XD.
Yeah, feel free to grab the screen. This is great.
Okay, cool. And I'll show you how I got here. Just kind of switch over real fast. You can see, just go up here at the top, help, provide feedback. Super easy. We call this user voice, just so you know. And essentially here's feature requests and bugs. You see them right over here. I usually jump right over here. Feature requests, and we can see what's been like upvoted, a tap or hover effect, which again is an interaction that happens like locally to an item. And just so you know, this feature, love it. It's been started. I don't know, I gotta brag about us because I like how we try to be as transparent as possible. Like, you know, yeah, here's another one. Animating individual elements separately. Here we go. Damien Borba, product manager, is reviewing this feature and reopening it based on feedback. So
this is so great.
Yeah, scrollable area, similar, right? Feature started. I've actually seen this internally, which has been cool. Importing videos and animated GIFs.
Ooh, this will be huge.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Look at that. Feature started. But it gets pretty complex because not only are you building it and showing it in preview mode, we have to make that work in the browser. So we got to add that functionality and stuff in the browser.
So basically it's like supporting external files, I guess.
Yeah, and browser compatible files, if you will. So anyways, you get the idea. Carousel, side scroll, horizontal scroll. Similar, because that's like kind of might be like a micro interaction, if you will. So, yeah. Export whole artboards or entire project as HTML. This is where things get tricky.
This is like, will be a radio website from scratch?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, and like, is that a good idea? Do people care? Whatever, like, I don't know. You know, because if you enable this as a feature, export a project as HTML, you are building a website. Or you can have websites out there that are built in, it's all machine generated code, and I think we tend to shy away from machine generated code because we don't want to tick off people.
Yeah, makes sense.
You know, we're a little hesitant when we do machine generated code. Yes, dark mode. Thank you, Keita Jones. Do you want dark mode?
This is such a hot topic nowadays. So I'm still using light theme at this moment, but bring it on. Let me try.
Give me the option if we could, would be awesome. I know it's not that easy. It's kind of like the equivalent of like, yeah, Adobe, go ahead and make 20 different versions of an icon because you got to do the regular res, you got to do the high DPI image, you got to do all these different versions for all these different platforms.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You know, yeah. So adding a square, like, you know how you're adjusting the interface from light gray to dark gray to medium gray to dark gray, like that's adding so much work.
Let me actually try one.
I forgot how many. I used to know the number of icons that are in Photoshop, like how many different assets they have to make, and it was like, you know, thousands upon thousands. It was just a ridiculous number, which is probably why I didn't remember it. Yes. Yeah, Nicholas. I agree. Start making XD even more awesome, honestly, with your help and your feedback through user voice. Cool.
Let's experiment.
Oh, you going dark? You're going with dark mode.
Yeah, I want to try.
Into it. It's a good question though, like, even if you're like on Twitter, are you in light mode or dark mode for apps that give you that ability?
Always, again, this is something personal, but right now it's light mode for everything, but it's just my personal preference. I don't pay a lot of attention to that. And to be honest, I'm a little bit surprised that there is so much hype about this at this moment, like dark mode. But at the same time, I understand probably people are tired of seeing the same things over and over again. Also, I understand that there are different use cases where dark mode is more suitable for your eyes. And
yeah, I feel like anytime you make you have white text on a black background, people are they have a strong emotional like preference for or against, you know.
yeah.
The safe bet is light, I kind of think, but it also feels dated to me. Keita Jones always dark. Her code editor is black. Love it. Exactly right. I want to be in a dark room with a dark interface, and I want the artwork to pop. That's typically what I want. All right. About 8 minutes for portfolio reviews.
Yeah.
Thank you, Keita Jones. We're on the same page. We can hang out. The brightness hurts your eyes. Hurts my eyes, too. These baby grays get sensitive.
Let's check this thing.
This is looking really good, which means you only have 8 minutes to finish this.
Yeah.
Before the client is like, the client's gonna come barging in here in 7 minutes and 44 seconds. Be like, where's my app for purchasing a sofa?
And
you're actually getting it done, don't get me wrong. You're making this happen.
let's check. Anna, wrong. We should go from here. Actually, oops. No. Okay, let's go here.
Stan, do you like post your work online? I mean, I guess when you get a chance, you'll put it on your website, but social media, are you on social media at all?
No, so I'm this creepy guy who consumes social media but doesn't share anything.
That's funny. You're a creeper. That's okay.
Take a look. Dark mode. It'll take some time to load.
Mm-hmm.
But
oh, I love it. What does it do? Why does it jump like that?
I don't know, maybe I'm using some sort of white background for this navigation. Yeah.
What's the transition you're using?
Actually, let's check that as well. It should be. So it's on tab.
Can you change auto animate to dissolve? Because nothing's really moving.
So
transition.
Transition.
And then dissolve.
Yeah.
And there might be some other things in there.
Yeah, I guess dissolve.
Yeah, it's
is
good. Dissolve's perfect. Can we try something?
Yeah, sure.
Do the ease in and out. Do that drop down. Change that to like bounce or wind up. Yeah, bounce.
Let's start with bounce.
So it's bounce on a transition.
Boom,
that's
boom.
the flashing effect. I knew it. You can change it back now.
Now I am curious to see wind up. Ooh.
Zoop. Yeah, I like it.
So
You could even make it slower. I'd have it go for a second. Change that to normal and have it go for like a second.
Yeah.
or whatever. Like you,
yeah,
I'm
let's
not
do-
the. I'm
let's
just.
do.
I'm just the peanut gallery here.
No, one is like
Too long.
too long.
This is for Keita Jones, who likes dark interfaces. We
But-
decided to make it for her.
It's like really cool.
Ah, love it. It's very satisfying prototyping and like interacting with your prototype, huh? I think it's like super fun.
So I will do transition, dissolve, and what was here?
Lindsay Palmer's like, hey, you want a dark interface? I don't know. Take your monitor and turn down the brightness. Congratulations, you have a dark interface. You jerk. No, just joking.
We'll say
But no, she does say she turned down the contrast on her monitor. She had a migraine and it helped. Yeah.
I want
Andrew, do you like the dark mode? Still taking votes? But again, this is for Keita Jones. She needed a dark interface. You got it. You got it. Definitely adds a different mood to it. It's like, it looks cooler. I'm very into it.
Yeah, final adjustments. So this is the modern world. I replaced shopping cart icon with the ability to switch to dark mode because it's popular nowadays.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah, engineering
I like
will
it.
understand us.
Oh yeah, Lena, is there a logo for the site? No, not currently.
Not currently. Okay, this should be good. I have 2 minutes. Oops. Yeah, this one. And ta-da! Right now we are supporting dark mode. Well, this one should be different.
Oh yeah, maybe
yeah,
probably
yeah,
invert.
yeah, polish it, but nice
Feature
animations.
request, invert colors, select a component, invert colors. No.
Yeah, so we have 2 minutes, and again, let me walk you what we accomplished basically today. We created this design, and in few clicks, I duplicated this artboard and enabled responsive resize, and it allowed me to save a lot of time on resizing lots of the elements. Actually, that will take a lot of time to resize. So the navigation works perfectly fine at this moment. Yeah, images, it's a little bit different story, but yeah, I guess you can streamline that as well. And we created a small animation just to showcase how everything works. Very basic, and in the same time I believe the most basic animation works in the best possible way because people know what to expect from it, and yeah, it's just great.
Yeah, no, I think it's fantastic, and it's amazing. Like I love all the interactions you did with this, and thank you for showing kind of the different types, because you showed panning to images based on button clicks versus drags.
Yeah, so
and
we have this one on click and this one on drag. Cool. Thank
yay,
you.
you did such a good job. That looks fantastic, man.
So,
So good.
I don't see a lot of portfolios. Come on, guys.
Oh well, we have them already
okay.
selected. They're
Cool.
already ready to go. You're like, what are we gonna do? What font did you use? And also, Claude's asking your current favorite fonts for apps and web.
So I mentioned this before. I consider that dealing with fonts is not my strongest skill, but for this specifically, I'm using Montserrat. I really like this font. I don't know. It has some sort of personality. I believe each font has some sort of personality, but this one just speaks to me. And yeah, I just accept it. I like it. And that's it.
Yeah.
Without like, probably dig in a lot why exactly what makes it so special for me, but yeah, I enjoy it. But most of the time when you deal with native platforms, iOS or Android, this is a very smart decision to go with native fonts, because your engineering team will thank you a lot. Also, each time you support multiple fonts, you just increase amount of lines of code inside of your application, so application speed decreases, and people still prefer fast applications over like very beautiful but super slow applications.
Yeah. I agree, man. Well said. Really appreciate you, Stan Rapp. You are the man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You did an exceptional job. Thank you so much. Feel free to keep those font suggestions coming in. Future and Lust. Love Lust. Lust Script Pro. Yeah, well, of course, depends on what you're using it for. And, all right, and Papyrus. Okay.
Yeah, Papyrus.
Yes, stop it. Hey, everything has its place. Sure. Yeah, why not? Just like we do. We're going to dive into portfolio reviews now. Shall we do that?
Yes.
We're going to go ahead and take off. We're going to launch into outer space. And look at these. Let's do it. Whoa, we're in space, is it? Can we breathe?
This is so cool.
Entire room changed. No longer, this is actually behind us, believe it or not. We're in our spaceship. We had to be able to look at these portfolios from space. Good thing we can breathe the air in here. We're doing good.
Absolutely.
You good, bud? All right, yeah, let me go ahead and pull up this amazing portfolio that's behind us.
That's
yeah, it looks
magic.
very weird seeing as you just see the green screen. All right. Little sound effect for my helmet. And we want to congratulate, as you can see right here, this lovely lady behind us, Brianne Hadley, freelance designer from Salt Lake City, Utah, which is where you got your Creative Jam Award from.
Spent 1 year there. Nice.
1 year, took the awards, left. We're following you. So yeah, we're going to dive into this. Thank you so much. I don't know if Brianne's here. She's usually, yes, somewhat of a regular, so this is awesome. She has a passion for branding and identity, available for freelance projects. Contact her. Fantastic. That's what I want to see. Ooh, little Adobe Live Award, little exhibition, AIGA. Very cool.
So be sure always to mention all of the awards you have, because this allows you to stand out from the crowd, because, well, everyone has a portfolio, let's be honest, but not everyone has some sort of recognition or award.
Yeah.
So
Totally.
always put those. If you are an active social user, social network user, add your social networks there. But again, if there is some sort of benefit, if you're not like posting anything, but you mention your Twitter, I will question why.
Oh, okay.
But this is just a minor thing.
Got it. And if you don't have any awards, make up an award and give yourself the first one. Don't do that. All right, let's kind of dive into these. These, very colorful, super fun. Let's dive into this first one here. And we'll just pick a couple, and then we'll move to the next portfolio. Opioid Epidemic Poster Series.
There is a story.
There is a story, and I want to know what the story is. Ooh, animated. Sweet little animated GIF into it. So, yeah, I like this. This is nice. There is a story. I don't know what the story is exactly, but I think it's very compelling. Wouldn't you say?
I really like this folded paper effect, and yeah, it's like old paper folded several times, and now it's here. Looks amazing. I really like colors.
I don't know if Brianne's not here, so some people would just simulate the paper. Like they might do I don't know, just for placement, they'll drop it in, and this is what it looks like on a wall. I think this is actually part of the design, like you're saying. It could be. It could be part of the design, or she's trying to simulate it looking like a poster.
Still, I mean,
Do you like it?
How this will look like, I don't know, in 2 days from putting it somewhere, because it will be folded, it will be affected by like.
Oh, these are pills.
Yeah.
I didn't know that at first.
So I thought about the pill, but the oval pill, it doesn't look like pill. I guess the proportion should be a little bit longer, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
And you're right. I mean, I think pills very widely. It's good to make it turn it into an icon. I almost look at this and read it like it's Braille or something. Like, what is their meaning behind this? Is it 1 in 5 people are addicted to X, or 1 in something like that? If you can provide meaning around this stuff and sell it, and then add that to the description in the project, that's awesome.
So absolutely makes sense. I guess this might work as, I don't know, to create some sort of, to raise your desire to learn more, let's call it that way. And like, yeah, this is like a huge question. You will see this post and you will be questioning, what's this? Maybe, I want to explore more. So it might work just fine as like the very first poster you will see to create that curiosity. But yeah, you need to tell the story.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe there is a story there, but yeah, put it on the. This is I think her color choice is like super strong. I think her strong suit is with color, and obviously very graphic.
Yeah.
You could even enhance this a little bit, like really study a pill from up above. I like the simplification of it all, but you could still make it simple. And does it have a touch of depth? Does it need that? Does it have? There's a thousand things we can think about. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, there is another orange poster and it has a lot of copy. Maybe there is some sort of story. Yeah, this one. Now looks like quotes from, I guess, different people.
Yeah.
So,
cool.
If it's your portfolio, just be sure to make it accessible for people to review it, because I see this all the time when candidates send me a portfolio. All of the portfolio items are protected by some sort of password, and they're not giving me the password. And
oh, really?
Yeah, it's just a weird experience. Like, hey, do you want me to review it or not?
Yeah, this is fun. It's a fun concept. I like, actually, this starts to make sense. It's like each person is like associated with a pill, I would assume, like each quote. Which is interesting. It'd be fun to have a pill shape in, say, for instance, this one, just thinking about other ideas. What if this shadow casts like the profile of a side profile of somebody's face or something? So just throwing out ideas.
Yeah, I really like your idea about the connection between pill and quote. And
I think that's what she did.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
I'm not that smart, so for me it's not that obvious. So again, maybe you can make this more accessible for people like myself. Yeah, so
more accessible.
To create that connection. But overall, it looks really nice.
Yeah, so good. Let's kind of move on. We got others. Kind of check out Adobe Awards Type Monkey publication. A typographic publication for a conceptual type foundry.
Type Monkey.
Publication will be used as marketing strategy to launch the Type Foundry and promote the brand. Okay, this will be fun. Oh yeah, Monkey Zine. Talking about the Type Foundry, which this is a fun font. Cool. Go on, turn the page. I dare ya.
Contents.
Yeah, this is what I would expect from a typography foundation like annual. I would obviously expect it to be pretty like type heavy overall. I love this move. I love it. I love this move. This chop, when people do that, I just think it's so cool.
I think it's kind of a masterpiece.
The only issue with this is that this could be read as an F. Like when you read it
yeah,
initially,
yeah.
it almost doesn't, like, you get tripped up there just for a moment.
Yeah.
But, you know, still, people know what it is.
Yeah, every time I see like different typography, layouts, grids, it's just an amazing how much you can accomplish with basic placement using different fonts, colors, and yeah, you can create emotion.
Yeah. This is fun. Random systems, easy enough.
Chaos
That almost,
theory.
I don't, what does that say? I wonder what this says here, but it's not, maybe I'm not meant to read it. I'm trying to figure it out. Strategy. This is fun to work on. This was like a hot item to do for a while. This was like this
Yeah.
plus sign.
Yeah.
I feel like that's been a move that people have done, which is cool. Yep.
I like this texture on the paper here.
Yeah. Yep. This has, like, I think even this style, this is a slightly like grunge style, which was popular,
Yeah.
you know, some time ago. But love it. Oh, look at all this work she did. So much work. I love this. I love this. I love this black on white on color.
Yeah.
This is hot.
This is one of my favorite color combinations when it comes like orange, black, white. Looks, I don't know. I just love it.
This is a good use of this photo. Like, could go black and white photo, left a little bit of color in there. It ties it together, but like the color or lack of color in here, like, good job using the right photo.
Yeah, the only one question I have when I review such portfolio objects is what actually was created by the designer and what was like copied from different sources, like photos or maybe some of those examples belong to the designer or maybe they belong to someone else.
Yeah.
And that's why it's
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would assume that the designer did everything unless stated otherwise. So basically, if somebody else did something, say, you know, you could literally assign other people to these
this is
projects.
what I do. Yeah.
So, but thank you for putting this in here and filling this out. This is very robust. This will be the last one, then we'll switch to the other portfolio. AIGA WSU rebranding. Weber State University. I guess Weber is in Salt Lake City. Cool. Okay, let's go to the next one. Wait, did I skip to a different project?
Yeah.
Cool. I think these are so close. I think this was a decision you should have made before. You didn't need to upload both of these. This is my opinion. Pick one. You're the designer. I feel like you're not sure which one to go with.
Counter argument. Sometimes you need to showcase different ideas to just to say, hey, I explored other options, not just like one. So maybe that's the goal.
That's a good point. Like, here's all the different options. And even some of this, I like knowing that it's Helvetica New. Would like to know more. Who we are, informative, engaging, honest. This looks really good. Like, I like this. This is where the font is interesting.
Yeah.
I love Helvetica New, by the way. But this is cool. Thoughts?
I'm curious to learn more about this. Like, well, it's not a business, it's a university and AIGI, but it looks so, I don't know, can I say like a fashion business?
Yeah.
Maybe not. So usually Helvetica, classical, Helvetica, this is for something official, big companies, all of those like huge companies. Fortune 500, maybe even 100. And, well, with Helvetica New, it's like remix of a well-known font, and it gives like different perspective, but I don't know. I just curious to learn more what AIGI how AIGI collaborates with this university and what they do on a daily basis. Yeah. And that will help me to understand what are you trying to achieve with this specific styling and feelings brand. November, what's this? Hello. So, will be workshop. And definitely, I mean, first of all, it works when it comes to delivering the information and
Oh, Brianne's here. Thank you. Good to see you. AIGA WSU is our sector of AIGA within the university. Okay, awesome.
So it's
within the school's design club. Which, by the way, it's quite an honor to get to do this for a design club.
Yeah.
Like, this is a big... Everybody's going to have an opinion about this. And, Brianne, I think you did an exceptional job. I like the choice of a classical font and then messing with the classical font like designers do. So I am into it.
And this is another project.
So sorry. I need to just keep scrolling down. Boom, 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 boom. Cool.
Oh, wow.
Upcoming events. Love it. Easy to read. Pops. Yeah. Very cool. I like it.
Yeah, I like it
but
as well.
But it feels very like Swedish.
Yeah, Swedish posters.
Love it. Love it. I don't know if she did that artwork. I would lead with this. This is super awesome. I don't know if she did that poster or not though. Cool. Yeah,
So,
super strong.
I mean, for the design club, I wish my design club had that.
Yeah, no kidding. She did such a good job. Like, I love it. Such a clean look. Especially for design. I think this is a good case in point because, you know, if you're talking about an artist series or designer series, you don't want their brand to get mixed up with, like, the highlight is this piece, is the artist's work, and not, like, you did a good job in not over-designing, I feel. Like, designing when you need to, but it can kind of be pushed to the back and highlight the artist's work.
I really like how you master layout. I mean, I can see this through several of your projects. Everything is perfectly aligned and it creates perfect sense of understanding this text relates to this element and so on. Yeah, lots of spacing, really easy to understand, but at the same time, it's like, it's interesting. Yeah. Intriguing.
Into it. Brianne, you did fantastic. Totally into your work. We gotta kind of move on to the next one. Shoot. Eva Samsonova. And we probably only have like 5 minutes for this one. And look at all of her amazing work. She's from Zagreb, Croatia.
Yeah.
Awesome. I've flown out of that airport. Web design, front-end development enthusiast. Let's dive into some of these interesting work.
So, wellness master technology.
Let me try to, yeah, that's the whole piece, okay. So yeah, that's cool. I think this, I almost want to see these images in the portfolio so I can view this one separate from this one or be able to see this page. But I love this color and breaking the border right here, super smart. People don't do this a lot. Yeah. I think that's a smart move too. If you can't tell, there's like a little bit of a gray box behind him. So the gray, like, you know, it grounds that stuff. Otherwise, everything would be floating around if she didn't add these shapes in the background. So
I would like to encourage to experiment with small micro animations because it's like, I guess it's about spots, it's about movement, and when you see this website as a static one, I guess you can complement this website with some sort of small animation. Again, it's like sporty.
Ooh, yeah,
all
some small.
Stuff.
Yeah, into it. I'm all about it.
Yeah, great job.
7 in this one. Eva, your work is so good. I like the sort of the dusty pink, I guess. Don't know what that says.
So this is in Russian. This is about music band, from Siberia, and they have Russian songs.
Traditional Russian?
Yeah, exactly. So the group was founded in 2005. They have 8 albums.
Wow.
Yeah, they have tour around Russia and Europe.
Into it.
So I really like that there is this national kind of touch feeling because of using of different patterns to the top of the page. There is like like this tree structure.
Yeah.
Combination of color and black and white. It's really cool. Layout is interesting. Gallery. Is it like one big long read page?
It seems that way to me. I don't see any break. I don't see a menu jumping to other pages.
Yeah.
Or maybe those buttons are.
So this is button learn more, but yeah, I'm just curious.
Just href. I like it. I think it's simple. I think the design elements work well. Toggling between different colors like black to the pink. Using this is the interesting element. Because otherwise this would be boring. Like, even this would be kind of boring. It'd be so boring. I think these add a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
It's very good. I like the color too, right? Yeah. Let me go ahead and appreciate that work. We're kind of winding down. Let me check the time. Oh, we have a couple more minutes. There's one last one you want me to pull up that might catch your eye.
Let's do direct marketing agency.
Direct marketing that gets results.
So we have menu here, call to action.
Oh.
And just
Okay, here we go. This is perfect. Not crazy about this. Like, I almost think there's a problem with my eyes, seeing as that light gray box has a drop shadow.
Take a look on this screen; it's almost invisible.
Yeah, they might be able to see it on the live feed. I think that monitor's a little blown out. I like the idea of subtle shadows can be done very well, but yeah. Like here, this is where the shadows look good.
Yeah.
I think right here. And again, you might not be able to see, and I'm not sure how it's coming through. This is where I think it's pretty good.
Oriented. So I assume there will be a sticky header for this website. Our clients.
Yeah.
Case studies.
I think this delivers exactly what the client wants, don't you?
So
from a design standpoint, is it going to win design awards? No, but that's not its job. She's making money off this, right?
Amazon is not going to pick the best design ever award, but same as Facebook, same as every other big company.
Exactly. So yeah. Oh, look at you, fancy pants.
Yeah, that's great. Parallax F.
I love this. So she just recorded a video, probably on her desktop, or maybe she's scrolling down. I assume that's what's happening. And I love it.
This is great.
So good.
Well, I still would encourage everyone not to use Lorem Ipsum because I have no idea. Like, I assume this is some sort of design agency, or maybe not.
Let's take a look. Yeah. Concrete.
Yeah.
Agency website UI design.
Because copywriting is super important, and yeah, you can get rid of all of the images but leave only the words, and still you will understand the basic idea of the website. But if you will use lots of images, illustrations without any text, it will be so much harder to understand the main idea. When it comes to visual design, looks great, but at the same time, copywriting is a super important skill, content strategy and all of the stuff, so yeah.
Yeah, I agree. We're kind of down to the wire, bud.
Ooh.
This is fantastic.
Good.
Like, she has so much work. Again, really strong designer. I love this, like, just some final comments. I love gradients.
Yeah.
The gradient's super nice. This is fun. Yeah. Oh, I love this.
Yeah,
This
so
is fun.
this is the same band.
Oh.
Yeah, this is like more
Yeah.
colorful. Actually, take a look. It's really smart. She made images, photos in that previous portfolio project dark black and white, because it's like completely different colors, not from her color scheme, but she removed those and applied that pinkish or something like that. It's really good. And also I really like how every project is different. I saw icons there, I saw websites here, so continue doing that, upload everything, and this is how you will get lots of feedback from other people.
Well, we appreciate getting feedback from you. Thank you so much, Eva Samsonova, as well as Brianne Hadley. Thank you so much for submitting your portfolios, letting us review them. Special thanks to Stan Rapp, the one and only from Canvas. As you can see, his sticker. Did you have a good time, man?
Oh, thanks for having me. I enjoyed it. I will ask one more time to appear.
What?
I will ask you, like, hey,
What?
Paul, can I come here one more time?
Oh, of course. Yes. Well, I think I speak for everybody when we say we thoroughly enjoyed having you here.
Yeah.
So, easy guy to get along with. I love your attention to detail. Would love to see that project out in the wild. But stanrapp.com, I guess, is where we can see more of your work. And you're kind of out there in the world working away. And I guess we can try to hit you up through your website for jobs at Canvas.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, yesterday I got one application from somebody from Stream. I will review it tomorrow.
Well played. Ask for what you want, and I couldn't ask for a better audience or a better co-hosts, Voodoo Val, and Tim and everyone. So big thank you to everyone, and join us tomorrow. By the way, last day before we're gone for a week. So hang out with us last day for Photoshop. Daily creative challenges, XD challenges tomorrow, and other streams. So thanks so much. Thank you, Voodoo Val. Thank you, Stan the man. Stan Rapp. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Goodbye.
Thanks, everybody.